You know what? Actually, for a moment, I was going to start this off with the music, but then I decided, you know what? Let's not. Let's just not, and let's make sure everything is set up right. Yes. Good. All right. So, it is first Nintendo Direct of 2022 time. Ooh, this is. I can't even really call it exciting. I really can't. Like, there was a thing that was asking, like, for, like, your most expected, your not expected, but might be there, and you're definitely not gonna be theirs. And I just kind of sat there and I was like, I don't really know what's a slam dunk for this that we don't already know about. Like, I do have one slam dunk, but I'll be honest, kind of got a little spoiled. Because as it turns out, they apparently just jumped right into a trailer for something. That something being apparently they're doing Fire Emblem Warriors DLC again. So I know Fire Emblem is there. I would have said otherwise. Like, Fire Emblem, I think, is probably my slam dunk because Intelligent Systems literally almost said it would be there. They basically said, watch the direct tomorrow, and everyone was like, okay, new Fire Emblem game confirmed. The other thing that I did see, because I thought my artist Twitter would, well, it's actually my 14 Twitter, but there's a lot of artists there for obvious reasons. I figured that they would be, a safe place to hide out. No, as it turns out, they weren't a safe place to hide out, because someone immediately started simping over a new Edelgard outfit. Which means I'm assuming one of two things happened. Either the new Fire Emblem Warriors DLC is a Three Houses pack, this is the most likely scenario, or there's that, and also a Three Houses sequel. That I think is less likely. But yeah, I mean, that and Kirby are like the two things I would say are absolutely going to be here. Otherwise, like my like, it's probably not here, but it's not going to stop me from hoping it will be here, is I think there's a decent chance we hear about some Mario Party Superstars content. Either a DLC or just a free update. One of the two. One of the two I think is going to show up here. Well, I don't think, but I want to believe. Like, that game did well, and I want to see Nintendo support it, unlike Superstars. Yeah, surprised me after dark. It's almost like there was a direct here right before I was going to work. Weird about that, huh? But yeah, I think that's my kind of, like, my probably not here, but maybe... My definitely not here, I'll give you two things that are definitely not here. Number one, they are not announcing a Switch Pro. They're not going to announce a Switch Pro today. They're not going to announce a Switch Pro this year. They are not going to announce a Switch Pro until the cryptocurrency and NFT engineered chip shortage has been resolved. And no, crypto bros, you're not going to be coming into my comments and talking about how, oh, it's not crypto that's doing this, it's actually just COVID. No, what's doing it is you all are buying up all the graphics cards to run your stupid mining rigs, which means all the graphics card makers are buying up all the chips to make the graphics cards for you guys, which means none of the rest of us can get chips, including us with PCs, people trying to make servers for FF14, and people trying to make Switch Pros for Nintendo. So there you go. The other thing, as I clear my throat here, the other thing that's absolutely not going to be here, they are not even going to mention the name Breath of the Wild. Like, I think the next time we hear the name Breath of the Wild is going to be at E3, and it's going to be either to confirm it for November or to confirm that it's been delayed into next year. One of the two, and I think that's when we're going to get its final title as well, which is not going to be Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Guarantee that as well. One more thing, literally the one more thing, I think is going to be Splatoon 3 trailer, a new one, and they're going to confirm it's coming out either in June or in July. Not like releasing June/July. I mean, it's going to be like, they'll give a hard date, and that date is going to be like, scroll down here, like launching June 17th or launching July 22nd or something. It'll be something like that. Like, they'll give us a hard date, but it'll be in one of those 2 months, I think. Like, I think I've kind of got Nintendo's 2022 charted out here. Their spring title is Kirby. Their summer title is going to be Splatoon. Their September-October title is Bayonetta. And then their big holiday title will be the Breath of the Wild sequel, unless something goes terribly wrong. Made a mistake having a cheeseburger before I started this. I've got the cheese throat. Anyway, now that that's all laid out, let's transition on over here. Oh, one more thing, actually, before I do. I had this thought, and I'm just going to put this thought out here specifically to give more people time to show up instead of doing music. I think I know what they're going to do for the Switch 2. Maybe Switch Pro, but I think this is probably a Switch 2 thing. Everyone's like, you know, oh, the next big development is going to be 4K docked. No, that's what Microsoft and Sony would do, is 4K docked, because that's literally what the PS5 and Xbox SX are. It's just, here's a 4K console, officially. Like, not as an option, just straight up, it's designed for 4K. No, what Nintendo's going to do for the Switch 2, the Super Switch, whatever you want to call it, Switch Pro, although probably not Switch Pro, I think what they're going to do is they're going to target... Actually, I'm going to bring up this screen here so I can show what I think. Grab the old Switch here. Quickly stare off into space as I turn it off so I don't see the news section that's probably full of content. That's the wrong scene. Well, we'll keep it there for now. So, here's what I think. I think Nintendo's going to take a look at this bad boy here. This Switch, and they're going to say, let's make this an OLED screen, baseline, so no more OLED model, just baseline. And they're going to say 1080p. I think the big upgrade for the next Switch is going to be a 1080p tablet. And that's it. In fact, I think what they're going to do for docked play is I think they're going to get rid of the dock entirely. That's not to say I don't think it'll play on the PC. What I think they're going to do is, this is going to be 1080p OLED native, by default. All games will run 1080p at all times, even when, well, because they'll only be on this. And what they'll do is they'll give you a little, let me find one. You know what, we'll just use this monstrosity I've made. We'll give you a little dongle. It'll be a little HDMI dongle, kind of like a Chromecast. You'll stick it into the back of your TV, and on your Switch 2, you'll have a button, or you can just do kind of like I think what they do on Apple, Android, one of the two. You just flick up, and it's just, boom, pair it right to the HDMI thing, flick, boom, now you're in TV mode. Still playing right on here. No dock. I think that's what they're going to do for the Switch 2. Mark my words on that one. Alright, let's actually get into this now. There. Today's stream brought to you by Vivaldi Browser. Oh, by the way, I also turned up my audio levels a little bit, so hopefully this will all sound... I discovered while doing the editing for the 2 streams I've done so far of Legends Arceus that my audio was a little low, so I turned it up a bit. Hopefully it'll sound better when I process it all. Make sure I'm using the snowball. Yep, good. Cool. Alright, let's try and scroll this down very carefully, because I think at the bottom here they list all the games that they announced. So let's scroll this down very carefully. Hit the play button. Unmute it. That's an hour and 15 minutes. That is definitely not the runtime. Where does it start? Oh, oh my god. Nope, not looking. I gotta jump to the end here. I just gotta see if this is actually an hour and 20 minutes, or if there's just dead air on the end. Good. Woo. Alright, let's do this. Audio should be fine. Let's skip ahead to the good part. Yeah, okay, it should be any second now, it looks like. 46 had a preview of some gameplay, it looked like. So I'm assuming, since I got kind of spoiled on the Fire Emblem Warriors coming back for DLC, I'm assuming that's just their straight drop on the top here. Like, we're just going to go right into that trailer. I think my preview was wrong. Shoot. It's in here somewhere. Maybe at 2 minutes? It's definitely not at 5. Maybe it is at 5. I'm just going to cover that, and we're just going to slide on ahead here to 3. Wait a minute. Oh, no, that was the previews I was looking at. Okay. Let's just jump ahead to 5. I'm only bet you it starts at 5 minutes in. It is confirmed 40 actual minutes. Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, this is just actually broken? That, like, they just have the wrong video up, and it's just their, like, intro bit. Oh, here we go. There was Splatoon 3, by the way, so that is confirmed to be in here. I assume that is the date. You guys can see the preview of what's happening. I can't. You know what? I'm curious at this point. Let's just jump right to the middle, and let's see if this is just broken or not. It is not broken. Accuracy. Oh my god, there's a Mario game, guys. Spoiled. Heckin' spoiled. Can you believe it? I've been spoiled. Nintendo, why don't you... I assume if I go to their website, it doesn't have the leader bit here. Let's try 25. It looks like, by the way, the previews are saying that there's stuff here. I'm very specifically, I don't know if you can tell it. I've got my hand up here, so I don't see what's on the previews. Must start at 30 minutes exact. Must have been a 30-minute run-in.
To destroy the...
Was about 30 minutes. No, it's not borked. Well, okay, it is borked. It looks to me like they, for some reason, like, they put in, like, uploaded on here is the actual premiere, including the 30 minutes of dead air on the front, but it looks like the video is trying to be the real video. So that's weird. There we go. Remember, COVID-19 exists. Disappointing, but true. For the record, all that's staying in. Maybe. Unless I decide to be creative. Depends on the night. Okay, so yeah, here's Fire Emblem Warriors is back for more DLC. This is what I got spoiled on. So I think they started a little early or something, and I kind of caught one person screaming, "Fire Emblem Warriors! What the hell?"
The cycle of this world. I will not allow it to perish with you. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past,
So,
this is the path we must
my
walk.
question immediately is...
I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones.
My question is this literally just a Warriors retelling of Three Houses?
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
From everything I'm seeing here, this
We
is literally
shall
just
fight.
a Warriors retelling
We
of
shall
Three
survive,
Houses,
and we shall win a glorious future
on a
for
scale of 1 to
Fodlan.
10, that actually ranks, I think,
Now
at
that I
11
know,
for disappointment.
won't
Because
make
that's
the
just
same
bad.
mistake again.
That's bad.
Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else.
Thanks,
You
Morgana.
seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
As far as I can tell, still, that's literally just a retelling.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
You think that?
What you
Alright,
just
push
saw
a
was
button
the
and, like,
trailer
John
for the
Cena would
Fire
come out
Emblem
and say,
Warriors
Are you
Three-Host
sure
game.
about that?
We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem Three
I
Houses.
don't believe you.
Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Alright, now for the good stuff. Now we've gotten that out of the way.
The Orange Star Nation needs you.
Oh yeah, this is a game that exists.
We've got more intel on the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. In the first
actually
campaign,
forgot this
Advance Wars,
existed,
you'll
'cause they
advise
delayed
a
it.
colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced. bringing even more charm to these characters.
That's why they
You're
delayed
gonna
it.
get hurt.
They had
I
to
see
record
right through
voice
your
acting.
plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars
should know who
2
that
Black
voice
Hole
actress
Rising.
was.
More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through
interesting.
pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes.
Okay.
Go for high scores
Okay.
in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room.
Oh,
Or
now
battle
that's
friends
interesting.
and frenemies in local and online multiplayer.
Can you use custom maps for that? Because if so, that's going to be real cool. Okay, this game got
Advance Wars
delayed, and it looks
1+2
like they actually got
Reboot
some
Camp
real cool
marches
stuff
onto
for
the
this
Nintendo
from being
Switch
delayed,
system
so
April
that's
8th.
cool. Thumbs up.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo
New
eShop.
date as well. I don't know if we knew that already, but new date, April 8th.
Explore an infinite universe.
Hey, Nintendo? That game melts my, like, $3,000 from a couple of years ago PC. Are you sure about this? Are you sure you want to do this? Lower audio volume a bit. Okie doke. Yeah, I think
In
it was
No
just the
Man's
first
Sky,
video was quiet.
Every
It seems like it's
star
better
is the
now,
light of a distant sun,
which makes sense. Fire Emblem having
each
audio
orbited by
troubles.
planets teeming with life.
Travel to planets of your choosing in this infinite, procedurally generated universe.
Yeah, like I
Here,
said, I
you'll
turned
discover
everything up a little bit
extraordinary
to
lands and
try and
creatures
make
that have never
the
been seen
YouTube
before.
upload sound
and may
better. 'Cause
never
I had to
be
give it like a
seen
3
again.
decibel boost
To
to
survive,
make it sound even remotely
you must craft your own
audible.
tools and even your own place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers.
God, can you
And the
imagine how
authorities are
you know
ever
the
watchful.
like the bit? If you've ever seen someone
Your
stream this
journey
game, you know the
may be
bit rate
fraught with
hell that
danger,
happens when someone
and actions
warps
have
in this.
consequences. Trader,
Is that gonna happen? What is gonna
Fighter.
happen on the Switch?
explorer.
I think the Switch might just shut down for 10
How
minutes.
will
when
you
try
live
and
in
warp.
this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Hey, look, they've already violated the rule of first half. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what we got. This is what we got spoiled on because we had to jump ahead and try and find the start. I thought it was Strikers. I wasn't sure though. Hey Nintendo, when are you gonna partner with the NFL to make a football game? I actually think that's the one sport Mario hasn't done before.
Mario Strikers Battle League. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like soccer that's
Wow.
way heavy on offense. Aim for goals by dribbling and passing to teammates,
Never seen
as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots.
Oh great,
The main
cool
rule of this
gimmicks that
sport
make me
is
not
to
want to play it.
rule the field.
Also, I've never
Try
seen
to score
quite
more
a
goals than your opponents.
drop in excitement from the trailer to what
There
the
are
actual
two things to
gameplay
keep
looks
in
like.
mind that'll help you with your strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy. Customize as you see fit. Second, the Hyper
You saying
Strike.
loot boxes?
To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field
Or
and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the
Hey,
net
comic
and you'll
book
score
effect.
not one, but 2
I kind of
goals.
I actually wish the whole game used that comic book aesthetic.
Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch system.
Seems like
In
they have an
addition to
option for gear
individual
equipped and
matches,
gear unequipped.
online
That makes me
play
feel
will have
like
an online
folks who
club
do
mode.
like tournaments might
Join
make it
an
a rule.
in-game club and
no
compete for
equipment allowed.
placement in the rankings.
It's kind of like how
Up
most
to 20 players
Mario
can
Golf
join a club.
tournaments
So create
ended
your
up
own
doing
and
no
invite
star
friends and
clubs
family to play
because they kind
alongside
of
you.
break everything.
Or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club.
team gameplay, by the way. Like
With
actual
items.
teams.
Tackles. And hyper
Nintendo
strikes.
wants to make this an
Anything
esport.
goes on this field.
Yet they made gimmicks.
Mario
that break the
Strikers
game.
Battle League launches on Nintendo Switch June 10th.
What I wonder
Pre-orders
is they
begin
show at the
today
start like
on
two different
Nintendo
stages
eShop.
colliding together. I wonder if each team has their own
The latest
stage that they
iteration
can
of
pick
the
from.
Mario Strikers series
Or if it's
is
just
coming
those
to
two
Nintendo
stages.
Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer game. Next, please take a look at
Is
this.
that closed captioning? Nope. Real video probably does, though. Okay, so yeah, this is Splatoon. We saw that it was in there. This is not the one more thing, though, which makes me immediately concerned. Well, it's the Splatoon segment. Which means time for me to kick back, have some pretzels. You can't tell, by the way, I don't like Splatoon. Like, legitimately, if you cannot tell, like, I've reached the point with Splatoon where I treat it the same way I treat Call of Duty. Which is to say, they release a new one every 2 years. It's the same gameplay every time, just with some new single player and some new weapons. Frankly, all it's missing at this point is a Battle Royale mode, which I wouldn't be surprised if they announced right now. I'll put down the pretzels. Bag's a little loud. We don't need it on my lap. I'm sorry to the Splatoon fans that I know on Discord, but this person is not Splatoon friendly. Here comes the big boss. Salmonzilla. To be fair, it's about the level of comedy I expected.
That was the trailer for the co-op mode in the Splatoon 3 game, the next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim? Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward
They
to
didn't
future
give it a
updates.
firm June-July date, but that pretty much
Let's move on
confirms
to more
June-July
Nintendo
date,
Switch
I know.
headlines.
Oh shoot, actual games.
Fonzers
Hang
at
on.
the ready.
Back to real content. Mech game? Mech game.
A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch.
Never heard of it, but I'm sure Sly
In this
Kid Gray
tactical
Fox was very
RPG,
happy
you'll
when this
pilot
happened.
weaponized machines called Fonzers.
He's
and
the
lead your
one streamer I
battalion
know
to
that's big on the
victory.
mecha content.
Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy. Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Vonzer.
Oh, it always seemed cool.
Uncover the great storyline of this classic when
But
Front
also,
Mission 1
like,
Remake
they're
launches
cool,
on
but they're
Nintendo
so
Switch this summer.
Dense.
And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2
Like,
Remake, will also launch on
Coming in
Nintendo
the
Switch.
future. We've got a new one, everybody. The future.
Get set for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer. From the creators
Everybody
of the
just said,
Asphalt
if you're not
series
gonna
comes
make Mario Kart
rip-roaring
9,
racing
fuck
action
it, we're
across
gonna make
Disney
it
and
ourselves.
Pixar-inspired racetracks.
They really
Race
just
as
said
a
that.
legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line.
Who is that?
Choose Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power,
Choose Mickey
or
Mouse
Mulan for
to
explosive
find
maneuvers.
the door to darkness?
Each racer also possesses powerful ultimate skills, perfect
Wait,
for
who?
turning the tables at the last
No, okay, that was
second.
just generic. Yeah,
Disney
Kart.
Speedstorm is a free-to-play
Go with
game
Square Enix
with
cards.
new seasons added
And
regularly,
Mario Kart.
bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play as well as split-screen and
cross-platform,
online
that's cool.
multiplayer modes.
The only question I have:
Disney Speedstorm races onto
how long
Nintendo
until they
Switch
add
this
Sora
summer.
and Kingdom Hearts content? I'll give them at least within the
Dive
first year
into
they
these
will add
classic
Cage
franchises on Nintendo Switch.
Content. Oh, good stuff I might know.
Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating Force powers and lightsaber combos as you hunt down Jedi Masters
No, I
on
think my
iconic
sister took
planets.
this game.
Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force
She owned it,
Repulse,
so-
then combine them for
Only
even
makes
more
sense that when she
destructive
moved out, she
combos.
took it.
Use button controls or opt
Maybe
for
I'll finally
motion
play this
controls,
game.
enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally
motion
with a friend
controls.
to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful
Immediately
Jedi.
afraid.
Star Wars: The
Hopefully
Force
not
Unleashed
required.
launches on
It was
Nintendo
on
Switch April
PlayStation,
20th.
so I don't think it'll be
Pre-orders begin
required to use
today
motion
on
controls.
Nintendo eShop. The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits in 3
How
critically
many takes do you
acclaimed
think it took to get
Assassin's
that
Creed
name right?
games. Explore
question
Renaissance
is, by the way,
Italy
do these
and
games
16th
suck?
century Constantinople. Interact
Because,
with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games,
I
2
remember
bonus
the
short
pirate
films,
one was,
and
was
DLC.
re-released on Switch.
Plus,
and it
take
sucked.
advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including
this is in
touchscreen
Constantinople?
controls,
I always thought this
HD
took place
rumble,
in
and
Italy.
optimized on-screen display.
Or-
Assassin's
no, okay,
Creed:
yeah,
The
there's Rome
Ezio
in the
Collection
background. So it's,
launches on
I'm
Nintendo
assuming
Switch February
Constantinople,
17th.
Rome, and Venice are your
Pilot
the 3
mobile
games.
suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and
SD
restore the
Gundam
proper
is the
timeline.
one Gundam
You'll
series
lead
I
3
watched.
mobile suits in
That's
battle.
what it is.
Enhance each
I
suit
remember
with
that
parts
art
to
style.
improve their power.
Very
You
distinctly.
can also battle alongside friends in online co-op
That's cool to
multiplayer.
learn.
SD
Watched that
Gundam
on-
Battle
back when
Alliance
Toonami was
launches
like a
on
4
Nintendo
o'clock
Switch
block
this
on
year.
Cartoon Network.
2 worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster
Fantasia?
of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Chrono Cross, by the way.
One fateful day,
I'm less
the
excited.
protagonist Surge
I've
wanders
been
into an
thinking-
alternate world.
I need to play.
Though it somewhat resembles his home world, he finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this
interesting.
mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you
That's
and the
cool.
endings that
That
trigger
is cool.
will differ.
That is actually
A number
cool.
of improvements have been made to this remaster.
I was thinking I
Like
need
the
to play
ability
Chrono
to trump
Trigger
enemy
sometime.
encounters
I was
and a
hoping
newly enhanced soundtrack.
when I saw Chrono, I was hoping it was
Plus,
a Chrono
Radical
Trigger
Dreamers,
remake,
originally released on the
'cause I've
Satellaview,
never
is
played that
included.
before.
Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure.
Here's Chrono Cross.
Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch April 7th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Wait. Hang on, they said Chrono Cross and my brain just thought Chrono Trigger. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Disregard my entire existence. Yeah, I figured Kirby was a slam dunk to be here. It's launching, what, this month? They were absolutely going to give us another Kirby trailer. Okay, I thought that was them announcing there was a
Kirby's
car
latest
mechanic in this
unforgettable
game.
3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped
But also the
Waddle
Waddle
Dees,
Dees are
Kirby
here.
sets off
Why?
on a new
Heck
adventure.
if I know.
Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around.
Never mind, there is a car mode.
A vending machine to attack with juice cans.
This is just literally Kirby's
become a
normal absorption
piercing
skills.
cone.
Wait a minute. These are just new absorb skills. Wait.
With Mouthful Mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales.
These aren't new. These are what they always have been.
Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy
You don't have to
abilities.
call this a special feature. I just expect this from every Kirby
weaponize
game.
a mouthful of water, like this.
Look, guys, it's your
As Kirby
Super Mario
rescues
Sunshine
Waddle Dees,
remake.
Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources will become available.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved.
Oh, okay, that's really interesting.
Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks.
Okay, that's a neat way of doing that.
They'll also
Back in
change
64,
Kirby's
I
appearance.
remember that one required
and
you
make
to
him
like
even
absorb
more
2 elements.
powerful.
That's cool that that's in a way back.
Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms.
Look, it's Fire Emblem.
A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack?
Look at that, actual 3D
What are these
content.
enemies trying to do?
Wow.
Can Kirby restore
King
peace
Dedede's
to this world?
Not a villain,
Kirby
but probably
and the
been
Forgotten
corrupted
Land
again.
launches on the
Who'da
Nintendo
thought?
Switch system
That was
March
Kirby as a
25th.
car, by the way, driving down the
Pre-orders are
highway.
available
I
now
hate
on
everything.
Nintendo eShop.
That was Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Something coming
launching
out on,
later next
oh yeah,
month.
Stranger of Paradise comes
Please
out on
look
my
forward
birthday
to
this
its
year.
release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷
Oh,
翔平
hi,
です。
Shohei Ohtani.
ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打賞22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
Car
That's
Kirby.
right, Otani-san.
I mean, I'd take Car
MLB
Kirby
The
as a
Show
guest
is
in Mario
coming to
Kart.
Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show
Look, guys,
and
it's
Diamond
the only
Dynasty
baseball
on the
you'll get to
Nintendo
watch
Switch.
this year.
But that's not all.
'Cause we
you
all
can
know
even
that
play
striking
Exhibition
ending.
with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform
Oh, that's
where
cool.
MLB The Show 22 is
EA should
available.
consider that.
And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online.
Love Dumbass, baby. Love Dumbass.
I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here.
And they all
From Kingdom
suck.
Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC. Every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions
That's
that
it.
can be
That's all I
played
need
while
to say.
connected to the
Have another
internet.
pretzel.
Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the first time in TV, tabletop, or handheld mode. Kingdom Hearts
I
Integrum
guarantee you
Masterpiece
none of that
for
footage was
Cloud,
recorded on
containing
Nintendo
all
Switch. It
3
moves
game
too
collections,
smoothly.
soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop. Klonoa is coming to Nintendo Switch. Across dreamy side-scrolling levels, you'll run,
New game or a
jump,
remake?
and hover, while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies.
Definitely not the
Use
original.
each
that's for
level's
sure.
surroundings to your advantage.
Looks too good
Also,
to be the original.
Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when
No, these look the
Klonoa
same,
Fantasy
even though they're
Reverie
sequels,
Series
so these are
launches on
definitely
Nintendo Switch
remasters.
July 8th.
That's cool. That franchise has been
We're
dead for how
so
many?
glad you're here. Come here often. Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning games, the portal gun
Kinda
is your key
surprised
to
Valve
surviving
hasn't done this
imprisonment in a
before.
mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can
Unconfirmed.
cubes,
The cake is
lasers,
unconfirmed,
and
everyone.
robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes. And that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo
sometimes a
Switch
potato.
this year. A classic comes alive.
All right, I'm listening. I've never heard of this before, never mind. Cancel my excitement. A side-scrolling fighting game, I guess? I don't know, I've never heard of Live Alive.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut.
That's why I've never
now
heard
in
of it
HD
before.
2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission.
So these all have different
Present
gameplay
day,
styles?
a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future,
near future
a newly
of
built robot is
2021.
swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
Interesting concept. Also, apparently the song Megalovania
Pre-orders
was based
begin
on
today
in this
on
game.
Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I read that. Interesting.
How was that? Next up is this.
I don't know. Oh no.
It's a new iteration of the Wii Sports series. Nintendo Switch
I'm surprised
Sports.
this took 5 years, actually.
Please take a look.
Here are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch sports game.
Oh
You might
god, they
recognize
self-bonified
these
the
from past
characters.
Wii
I hate
sports
it.
games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time. Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve.
Still,
And
meaning about
Tomba.
how bad the characters
Knock your
look
opponent
aside.
off the platform
I'm
while
surprised this
attacking
took
and
5
defending.
years legitimately. This seems like, I
Plus,
think people were
3
calling for a
additional
Wii Sports
sports are
game on
joining the
Switch,
lineup.
like, the moment that they announced that it had
Soccer.
gyro controls.
Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays.
Hey, look, it's Rocket
Enjoy
League.
matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers. By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions.
No thanks.
Badminton.
Sounds like a good way to
Control
break your
your
TV
shots
yet
left
again.
and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful
We
smash
never
shots
used the
to
phrase
gain the upper
shuttlecock
hand.
again. Thanks.
Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball.
I'm actually kind of surprised it can understand those motions.
The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system,
There's
as
the
well as
music
online
bit.
play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face.
Hey, Shohei Ohtani's in there.
Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here,
Who's on
I'd
the
like to show you
list
some
of
gameplay of one of the
players?
newly added sports, volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can
Oh
see
no,
you ready
here
to
comes
play.
people Here
All
comes
right,
the more
I'll play
everyone's
some
like,
volleyball
Mario?
online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap ready?
Yes, of course. I've got plenty of space around me as well.
All right, let's start. We'll be
And we
including
are
some live
socially
commentary
distancing.
throughout our match.
Wait, they're actually just gonna play a match?
All right. Oh, we're doing this? Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch Sports. What can we expect today from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's
Okay,
Koizumi
I'll be
to
real
serve
with you.
with Takahashi up
I
front.
don't care enough to watch a whole match of this.
We begin with
them
Koizumi serving.
doing like cheesy dialogue over it. We're gonna skip ahead.
All right, Koizumi receive toward the and with the point with that fierce.
I already sat around and ate pretzels for Splatoon.
Alright,
We're not
I'll
gonna
be
sit around
leaving
and eat
now.
pretzels for a minute while they do this. I'm sorry. Wait, what?
I'll be leaving now.
That was an
That was worth
introduction
it.
to Nintendo Switch Sports.
I'm pretty sure he also just said, "Okay."
The game
when he
launches
left.
April 29th.
Oh wow, that's kind
We're
of soon
planning
actually.
a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout
Releasing
mode
in a
at
couple
launch.
months. However,
In
the
addition,
main gimmick of this game will not be added for
We're
several
also planning a
months.
second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf.
Well, Mario Golf was fun
And
while it
now, a
lasted.
request to everyone. To help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects.
Please a request. If you want to play online, get a LAN adapter.
We'd definitely like to ask for your help with this. The online playtest will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the dates shown on screen.
Oh.
For
Man, I
those
used
of
to
you
give these
interested,
out for free.
please
Now you
visit the
need the
official
membership.
Nintendo website for more details.
Surprised they didn't require the expansion pack too.
Thank you.
That's something we
That's
haven't
all I
talked
have
about
for
here
now
today at all
about
yet.
Nintendo Switch Sports.
Switch Online.
I hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
It's been a very slow and kind of flat direct thus far.
Get those taiko drumming skills ready. The latest Taiko no Tatsujin
Oh, it's a
game
new
is
one,
coming
not a
to the
remake.
Nintendo
Okay,
Switch
I'm more
system.
interested.
Set in Omiko City, a sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a taiko master, along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's
No, I don't care about
76
that. Just
songs
tell me
total.
more about the fact that
Plus,
Megalo
take
friggin'
advantage of
Mania
a
is in this
practice mode to
game.
replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Donchen Band. Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
Drum to your heart's content when Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this
Man,
year.
weird that we've had two
Plus,
Megalovania
a paid
references in
in-game
this,
subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs will be available at launch.
Okay, 500 songs, I guess, is worth it. That's not that
What's
bad.
new
actually.
with these Nintendo Switch games?
Alright, here's the DLC segment.
The brand new tactical RPG game Triangle
Oh, some people
Strategy
were wondering
is
if we might
almost
get a
here.
date on this finally.
The protagonist Sarah Noah and his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later
Dang, how
today.
many chapters are there?
Save
Three.
data from the demo can be transferred to
Chapters
the full
are in the
game
demo.
once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC, Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course.
Very nice, more
Here,
Cuphead.
you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle. Defeat a
Wouldn't
bevy
mind
of
if
new
they gave us
bosses
a
with
new
wild
Cuphead game,
personalities and even
straight up.
wilder attacks.
It's been a while.
The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her
But I
double
guess
jumps,
they're,
rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead,
Guess
the
they're waiting
delicious
for the TV
last
series
course,
to be
wallops
done.
its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th. A free update is coming to the Metroid Dread game.
Adding what? Time
All
trial?
it takes is one hit.
Oh, one hit
Even
KO
from
mode.
this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty. Can you face this new challenge?
I can't
And
wait
for
to see a
players new
speedrun
to
of
the
that make it
Metroid
to
series,
to a
take advantage
GDQ
of increased
someday.
recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. this free update launches later today.
Demo will also be updated.
A
That's
second
nice of them.
free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a
That's
time.
cool. Wish they had a time attack mode, but I think it has time attack normally.
Something's bound for
here we go.
Nintendo Switch.
Wait a minute. Had better not do what I think you might do. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Nintendo. Okay, no, it's just Earthbound 1, never mind. Never mind, cancel the excitement, it's just Earthbound 1. Oh, jeez. Okay, this must be, Mother 1. You know, I can suddenly understand...
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online
Okay, so yeah, Earthbound
later
Beginnings
today.
being, Mother 1, yeah. I can see now where the, comparisons between Earthbound and, Undertale come from. Those were distinctly Undertale menus there. Here's our sizzle reel. Very long, but surprisingly flat direct thus far. Not gonna lie. Like, I feel like the inevitable flat ending to this is just Metroid Prime Trilogy HD coming in, like, June or something. And that's just it. This would actually be a surprisingly boring direct. Definitely was right to say that I didn't feel like I could put my finger on anything that seemed like it was going to be announced here. Because there really wasn't anything announced here. It was frankly, basically a third-party direct. With a Mario game thrown in. Mario sports game, no less.
What did you think?
Alright, now for our one more thing.
Here's some news from Mario Kart fans. Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017.
No way, the leaks were real.
So, we've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content.
Wait a minute, this is
Please
what
take
I
a
was
look at
asking
this
for. Hold
trailer.
on a second. There were a lot of people that were probably very angry, but this is exactly what I was asking for them to do for Mario Kart 9 is just give us all the courses back. I don't care about racing, just give us every course. That's how they might be doing that for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hey, I know that race. And that one. Don't know why
Paid
France is
DLC
there.
courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
That's gotta be new, right?
This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario
Oh, that's
Kart
why
games.
Tour is here.
8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses.
Okay, I was gonna
we
pause
plan
it
on
and count, but
releasing
you're just gonna
by the
tell me
end
it's
of
48.
2023.
Wow.
Courses such as Coconut Mall,
Wow. 48 courses plus everything that's already there.
Chaco Mountain,
Wow.
and Tokyo Blur will be included in the first
They
wave.
really are just giving us every
Of
course ever,
You
basically.
can play these courses locally and online.
Wow. Forget Mario Kart 9. This is what I wanted Mario Kart 9 to be. I'm sure there were people that
The
were still
first
angry,
wave of the
though.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass
On my
will
birthday.
launch March 18th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
you can
might
enjoy
frankly
this
be the best
DLC
game on
at
Nintendo
no
Switch
additional
Online.
cost.
Just straight
with
up.
the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership. Or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on
No,
its
I'll
own.
just buy it on my own, thank you very much. It's still not worth an expansion pass.
How was that?
Maybe if you add
I hope
GameCube
you're
without
looking
raising
forward
the
to the
price, it
additional
will
courses
be,
in
since I
Mario
said the
Kart
base
8
one was only
Deluxe.
worth it with N64.
This next segment will be our last announcement.
Okay, here we go. One more
Please
thing.
take a look.
Alright, you gave me something good. Let's see if you can... Oh, Xenoblade 3.
Fighting in order to live,
I realized it before they started
and
speaking
living
in
to fight.
heavy British accents. I'm gonna sneeze.
That's the way of our world.
I've never played Xenoblade.
Ionios.
I played Xenosaga though,
Tell
so
me,
I know the
what
general
possessed you to
gameplay
side
style,
with them?
I
We're
guess.
fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
There were a lot of words. I didn't understand any of them.
What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It'll never replace the friends we've lost.
The flame clock, it has to go.
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
I should play Xenoblade. These games seem interesting. Okay, I was gonna say, this isn't a remake. I've never heard of this game before. I should play Xenoblade. Oh wow, this year. That's unexpected. I don't know, it's just been something about Xenoblade that always
The
turns
story
me
of
off. It
Xenoblade
just
Chronicles
seems
3 ties together the futures of the worlds
generic to
depicted in
me.
Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to it.
I don't know.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
I just can't get into it.
Thank you for watching.
It just feels like it's like generic make open world JRPG. And I'm sure if I played it I'd realize it's not, but I don't know. Well, it was interesting, alright. We got, what, like 8 minutes here to vamp before we're way over time? Okay, so yeah, there wasn't a ton of time at the end. It was literally like... Yeah. This has actually been updated to... No. Still being weird. Okay, that's weird. The video, in its preview, starts like right at the start of the Direct, and then has 30 minutes of dead content on the end. When in reality, it starts with 30 minutes of dead content, and then at like 29 minutes, the Direct started. That's weird. Weird in a broken way. What if I refresh it if it works? I don't care enough to refresh it. Overall, I still say it's kind of a flat Direct. Like, I don't believe them for a moment that that Fire Emblem Warriors Three Houses game is a new story. I don't believe them for a second. I think it's going to be like 90% a straight retelling of Three Houses with maybe an extra villain tacked on at the end. Like, I don't believe them for a second that that's new content. I have no great excitement in that. Let's just use the preview for it. Advance Wars, that seemed interesting. Like, I don't know Advance Wars gameplay, I'm probably not going to pick it up, but it sounds like something folks are going to have some fun with. Let's see. No Man's Sky, again, that melts my computer. I don't know how the hell a Switch is going to be able to play that at any kind of good content. Mario Strikers still, I think, takes the title for the, like, biggest drop-off from a trailer content to seeing the actual gameplay. Like, I saw, like, as soon as the gameplay started, I was just like, oh, it looks bad. doesn't even look good. It just looks bad. Splatoon 3 gets a summer date. I'm pretty much convinced it's going to be like June, July. Let's see. We'll probably get like a final trailer for it at E3 and it'll launch a couple weeks later. Front mission, mech content and Disney content was kind of the name of this direct. 2 mech games, a whole bunch of Disney games, Disney Kart. Yeah, Sora's in Smash, weird. Chrono Cross, which sounds interesting. I still would rather see a Chrono Trigger remaster at some point. I'm surprised we haven't gotten that. Kirby got its final launch trailer, was expected. MLB, I don't care. I don't care about baseball. Kingdom Hearts games, I mean, folks already got their hands on review copies. They suck. Like, there's videos online. You can go watch them. It moves sometimes at like seconds a frame. It's not good. Klonoa's back. That's cool. Portal's back. That's cool. Live Alive seems interesting. I've never heard of it before, but it seems, if it's cheap, maybe. Huge block of time dedicated to Nintendo Switch Sports, which, yeah, I mean, I guess this is going to get it in the hands of a lot of like nursing homes, because that's the reason that they got Wii's in the first place. This gives them a chance to get something new, since Nintendo isn't making Wii's anymore. So that's cool, I guess. I look forward to being, 70 years old in a nursing home and they've still got Nintendo Switch Sports. We can play badminton and keep the wobble cock in midair. I can tell it's night because I'm saying phrases I would never say. Taiko Drum, that's cool. I was concerned when they rattled off like 5 songs, and they said there's also a subscription service, and I was even more concerned. Subscription service that gives you 500 songs. That's pretty good value, in my opinion. 500 songs, if it's like $5 a month, that's a pretty good deal. Triangle Strategy doesn't have a date yet. Triangle Strategy, I don't know how Triangle Strategy continues to just not have a release date. Dread Update, cool. Earthbound, so when they showed like Earthbound, I thought what they were going to do was be like Earthbound, couple scenes of Earthbound. And then when they went to the beginnings, I was like, no, wait, that's right. Earthbound is Mother 2. That's right. So actually, Mother 1 and Mother 2 are both on Switch Online. So actually, I was kind of right. But what I thought is they'd do that with Earthbound Beginnings, and then they'd be like, Momentary Black, Mother 3 coming to the West for the first time ever. That's where I was constantly like, don't you do this, Nintendo. Don't you do this. Because I was like, are they going to finally announce Mother 3 coming to the West? Mario Kart 8, going back over this, I guess it's direct. I mean, this is the highlight for me. 48 new tracks. And then Xenoblade 3, which is... I've never played Xenoblade. If I was a Xenoblade fan, I'm sure I'm losing my mind over this. Like, I'm just not a big Xenoblade fan. I'm sure I would be if I played it, but... Yeah, it would make more sense if they reverted... If they had advertised them as Mother, Mother 2, and Mother... And if they'd done that, I'd be like, Mother 3, guaranteed. Earthbound, though, yeah, they're not gonna... As long as they keep calling it Earthbound, Mother 3 isn't coming over. Xenoblade, I mean, if I played Xenoblade, I'd be excited for that. I haven't yet. It seems cool, but I don't know. There's just something about, big, open, empty fields that's in every one of these Xenoblade trailers. I hate that I'm going to have to find this kind of manually. Further back. Wait, no, that's about the spot. Let me get to the cliffside here. That shot there, big empty field with walk swords in the distance, that just turns me off so much, because you know what I think when I look at that, and when I look at big open fields of nothingness? I think, wow, you made a giant game. There's nothing to do in it. I'm just going to go wander around open fields fighting random encounters for 200 hours. Like, I've come a long ways. Like, I think you can go back and see, like, some of the stuff in the run-up to the Switch launching still from me, maybe. Because, yeah, that would be 2016, so yeah, I was doing some stuff still. Like, back when Breath of the Wild was still in its run-up to launch, like, I was big on, I don't know if that map is big enough. I think it needs to be probably twice as big to really be a big open-world game. Since then, I think I've really come around to the idea that smaller isn't necessarily bad. I think I kind of come around to, I don't need a record-setting map size. I need a map that's full of things to do. That's why I think I took to the news that Legends Arceus wasn't a true open world better than a lot of people did, is because to me it's like, I don't care if it's smaller segmented areas. I don't care if it's more Monster Hunter than Breath of the Wild. As long as there's enough stuff to do that I can hop into a game with one objective in mind and get completely sidetracked by 5 different side quests at a shrine, and, you know, I need to figure out how I can get a Pikachu to spawn because I know they can spawn, and I was an idiot and made it run away, so half the stream is now, how do I make a Pichu spawn? Like, I'm fine with smaller, denser games. And when I see shots like this, what my mind tells me is it's a giant map with nothing to do in it. And that turns me off more than anything else. And it probably is a fine... I mean, they've made it to 3 games, so clearly that's probably wrong at this point, and I need to accept that. But they need to change how they market these games. Because that shot does not sell me on, wow, there's a lot to do in this game. That shot sells me on this is a glorified walking sim. Anyway, with that said, I think we've just crossed over the 1 hour mark, and we're at like an hour and a minute. We'll cut a little bit off the front, so yeah, we're at about an hour. Let's get on out of here. I'm gonna go hang out on Discord and get this posted on YouTube. So, thanks for coming out. We'll be back Friday for starting Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'll be back Monday with the aforementioned Pokemon Legends Arceus. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.